Hey guys, welcome back to another Low League to Legend. Today we've got the final two games of the league season against Rangers and then Celtic. Before we get into anything, I just kind of wanted to show you this. So we were unsuccessful in getting the job at Sheffield United. We will be staying at Dumbarton for another season, which to be honest is what I was actually more leaning to. But I just wanted to show you guys that we were unsuccessful in getting the job in the first place. But as you can see, our players are pretty knackered. Our team is down to the bare bones, and this is what the league table is looking like. Right now, we're sitting in fourth place, equal on points with St Mirren, but with better goal difference, and we're a point ahead of Hibs. But obviously, we are now playing the two old firm teams, which is going to make things a lot harder for us. Since you were last with us, we used last seen the St Mirren defeat. We then went on to beat Hibs 2-1, and then we got beat off Aberdeen 2-1. So let's just get stuck into today's game against Rangers. So this is the team we're going to send out for that game. We've got Clemente in goals, Goldie, Ewan, Grayson, Beraldo at the back, Pompetti, Payton, and Lacerda and Lago in the midfield, and Rocha and Franco up front. We don't really have like a fully fit team like going out there. A few players are really feeling it now. I'm hoping they'll be able to get through these next two games, and to be in all honest, to get into Europe. And I just seen that Sutherland is playing against us, and I still don't understand how he's managed to get into that Rangers team because he wasn't even getting into our Dumbarton team. And as you can see, his stats aren't the best, so pardon me. I don't understand that at all. Let's demand more because we do kind of need to go for this. Rocha is leading a counter attack. Franco now, Licarda. Beraldo's done well to get that ball. Can he find the cross? He does, but it's too far for Franco. He gets the cross in. Beraldo's there, but he heads wide. Oh, that doesn't. He headed it towards goal, and Rocha managed to beat Suter to the ball, and we're now 1-0 up. That kind of surprised me there. I did not expect that at all. I think also Hibernian are winning, so just means we're really going to need to get this win. Lacerda is in, but his ball can't get anywhere. Lowry's playing against us as well, so two of our old midfielders. Lacerda's Lacerda, sorry. And now Rangers were on the break, but that's the end of that. St Mirren are getting beat off of Hibs 2-0. And if things go the way they're going, if we do get these 3 points, if we get beaten the next game and St Mirren won, we might go through. Like we might stay in a European place on goal difference, depending on the scorelines, of course. But not gonna lie, we're playing absolutely amazing right now. Beraldo now, I just don't want to give away any stupid goals or knowing this team a penalty. Beraldo, pass it to Beraldo. He's in. Can he find the cross? Patton now. He's in, and Lacerda scores. That's his first goal for the club actually, and it could be a very important one. He's put his 2-0 up in, just before half time. So I'm absolutely over the moon with that. So let's just keep going the way we're going. Rocha needs to come off at some point. Lago also needs to come off. Franco's in here though. Back to Goldie. Back to Patton. Oh, I don't know if the keeper tipped it onto the post, the bar, or if it just hit the bar, but that was very unlucky. Lowry for them. Kamara hits the post. That was so close. Kamara's looking dangerous. Rocha with a free kick. Chipped in, but Suter for Rangers clears, and now they're on the break. But Rocha does well, and he's just got himself sent. Oh no, it was Morelos that got sent off. I thought it was Pompetti that tackled that, but fair enough. And Rocha has just smashed the bar. We should be 4-0 up here. Beraldo now. Nothing really happened. So let's pause you and you. Let's switch used to about. And let's do that. Pompetti into Pachin, Beraldo, Acevedo. 20 minutes to go. We're so close to being in Europe. It's actually unbelievable. Goldie now, that was a bad pass. Tried to get it in behind, but the pass was pretty poor. Now Rangers are on the break. We can't afford to let them score right now. I'd rather get a 3-goal lead. Goldie now has just smashed it in at the near post and has put us 3-0 up against Rangers. I don't actually know what I'm watching. Like, I don't know if Rangers have just kind of gave up because Celtic have won the league. So these last 2 games for Rangers are like nothing games. So I kind of appreciate it if they don't charge up and try and get back into this game. But this is going to be the first one against one of the Old Firm, and it's came like right at the end of the season where we need it the most. Franco now plays it through to Pachin and to Acevedo, but I think Pachin should have probably scored that himself. Rangers with a corner, and Clemente picks that up with ease. So I think we've just beat Rangers. Hopefully we can keep this clean sheet as well. Goldie now. Ewan, Pompetti. We're just toying with them now. We're actually playing some really nice football here, and I've just opened my fat mouth. Now they're going to come at us once again. Oof, Lowry should have finished that. What a win that was. That was absolutely amazing. 3 points, 3 goals, and a clean sheet against Rangers. And Lago is out. This is what the league is looking like getting into the last game of the season. We are 1 point ahead of Hibs. We are 3 points ahead of St Mirren, but we will finish in 5th place on goal difference, and there needs to be a 9-goal swing. So I'm not going to lie, I think we're in Europe next year, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. But let's just jump forward to the Celtic game. Right, so this is the team we're going to send out against Celtic. Just the one change because of injury. Clemente in goals, Goldie, Ewan, Grayson and Beraldo at the back. Pompetti, Patton, Licarda and Patching in the midfield, and Rocha and Franco up front. Right, so this is probably the biggest game of the season for us. It's going to be a tough one because every time we've played Celtic, they've battered us. In the last Celtic game, we did actually go 1-0 up, and within like 10 minutes, they were 3-1 up. But this is going to be a big game for us, and Patching has just hit the post, and Franco's snuck in with the rebound and tucked that away inside 10 minutes. So, as things stand, we're definitely in Europe. As I says, if we could beat and St Mirren won, there needs to be like a 9-goal shift because of goal difference, and I don't think that's going to happen. As bad as we've been against Celtic, I don't see us losing by a lot of goals, and I don't see St Mirren like scoring that much. But stranger things have happened in football. Pompetti's now in, and that was unlucky. St Mirren's actually away to Rangers, so hopefully Rangers can do us a favour here by giving us the 3 points and then taking a point off of St Mirren. Beraldo gets the interception there. Pompetti now through to Rocha, but that was a bad touch. But Franco's in, and Franco scores. That was very good instinct from Franco. It was awesome play down our left side, and Franco snuck in there, and with a wee cheeky tap in at the back post, puts us 2-0 up. So, Beraldo now. Can he find the cross? He finds Patton, who finds Pompetti, who finds Lacerda, and then Celtic are on the counter-attack now. But we've managed to stop them. Lacerda now has picked up the ball. Can he find the cross? Franco's in there looking for his hat-trick. Goldie crosses. Headed, goes towards Rocha, but he couldn't win the header. Patchin's got the ball. Through to Franco, and another wee cheeky finish from Franco. That's his hat-trick inside 25 minutes. We are now leading Celtic 3-0. So we have scored 6 goals against the 2 Old Firm teams with no reply. Our XG is through the roof. Possession, they've had more possession, but we've been clinical. And as it stands, we're going to finish above Hibernian. I don't know the difference between 4th and 5th place. So I don't know, like, if one is the Conference League and one is the Europa League. I don't actually know. Maybe the 2 of them's the Conference League, I'm not sure. But we're hitting to 60 minutes. And we need to switch you. Do you know, I don't really want to take off anybody. I only took him off because he was hampered by injury. I think I'm just going to leave everybody else on. There's only 30 minutes left of the season, so let's just go, keep it going. Beraldo now. Pompetti up to Goldie. Can he get the cross away? He doesn't, but he passes it to Pompetti, and Pompetti has just scored one of the best goals of the season, if not the save. And I think we're taking 6 from 6 points. 6 points out of 6 in today's episode, and surprisingly, it's against the 2 Old Firm teams. Patching is in, and we're 5-0 up against Celtic. We are absolutely battering Celtic. Rocha's now just won the ball back. He plays it back to Beraldo, who has a shot himself, might as well, but he smashes it wide. So, as it stands, we're in Europe. Celtic are not getting 6 goals back. I don't even see Celtic scoring. They've not had a sniff. We have been absolutely fantastic in these last 2 games, and they're now going to score because I've opened my mouth. Oh, they hit the post. They're still coming at us though, and wide. Don't know why I was worried. Goalkeeper had it. And it's full time, and we've just smashed Celtic 5-0. But I don't know what's most surprising, or what I'm more proud of. Dumbarton in Europe, or smashing 8 goals by the 2 Old Firm teams and not even giving them a goal back. just look at this. So we've been given 1.66 million for achieving 4th place in Premiership. We are in a Conference League, so I've not played in the Conference League yet, so I'm quite excited to play in that. But this is what the final table has looked like. First time in the Premiership since the 80s for Dumbarton, and we have finished in a European spot. We have the second best goal scorer in the league, only 4 points behind Junior, but really proud of the boys, really happy with what we've done here. I'm just going to skip ahead to see if we can get some transfer budgets. So our budgets are 41,000 in wage and 2.1 million to spend. I'm not going to lie, that is not too shabby. Like, we probably could have done with a wee bit more wage budget, but that is decent. That is really, really good. So we'll have a wee look at the season review. Sadly, no trophies. According to this, sign of the season, Matteo Clemente. He has come in and been absolutely outstanding for us. Will Patching has also done a pretty good job, but pretty happy with most of our transfers. Season to remember, Scottish Cup, we got to the quarter-final. Second round, once again, we get beat off a Premier Sports and the Premier Sports Cup. And a 4th place finish in a Premiership. That is just outstanding. So, biggest one, 5-0. Last game of the season against Celtic. Managed to remember, 2-1 against Hibs. Probably this one, more than that. And goal of the season was, as I says in the game, Pompetti. What a goal that was. So, our reputation surprisingly hasn't changed. We've got no new sponsorship deals. Surprisingly though, last season we got 283,000 on sponsorships, but this year we only got 22. Strange. But everything else has went up. Franco has scored the most shirts, which, fair enough, I get that. He's the second best striker in the Premier League, and this is the best team apparently we've had. Can't really argue with the defence. Decent midfield we've got there. Fair enough. I could see why they've said that. But we've got, that was last season. These are the club awards. I won't go through them. If you want to have a wee look at them, then you can. That did too well last season. And record breaker Jay Sutherland for 1.2 million, who I still don't think is worth that money. Just a few more things added to our dynamic timeline. Absolutely delighted with that. Also in transfer news, Bear is leaving us. He's joining St Johnstone. He has not been at the races this year. He's played 18 times, scored 4 goals. So I'm just going to leave this episode here. Tomorrow we'll be back for our usual transfer roundup before the first game of the Premiership season. I don't know if we need to go through European playoffs. If we do, then I'll probably come back for that. But we'll just need to see what needs to happen. So I'll just end it here. If you like this episode in any way, which to be honest, I think this has been the best episode yet, getting Dumbarton into Europe, please leave a like down below. If you would like to see more Football Manager 23 content on the channel, please subscribe, turn notifications on, and thank you very much for watching.